Hello everyone, Garnet here, and welcome back to the Ultimate Survivor Challenge here on the island. I am now flying over towards the Herbivore Island with our new Pteranodon here. The Parasaur, as you can see, is still taming if you look in the top left corner there, and we should have that very soon here. I haven't really done anything else at all between the episodes, so we're just going to continue on. I'm going to probably grab a couple notes with the Pteranodon so we can put a good amount of stamina into them so we can kind of just keep on moving. And maybe I'll land here for a moment so we can get a little bit of stamina, potentially grab this white drop and see if it's got anything of interest in it. Looks like I myself have another level, so I'll also put that into stamina. What is that? 63. Level 63 unlocks the Bronto saddle and the miner's helmet. Okay. Which reminds me, once we actually get back over to our base, we may want to grab those bullets that I crafted up last time and see if we can go maybe find ourselves a low-level Bronto that has a baby that I can potentially claim. If I can get ourselves some Bronto eggs up and going for a little bit, I would love to be able to try and go get a Gigantoraptor early on in this. Ooh, a nice club and a good blueprint for a better torch. Can't complain about that at all. So we're going to head on this way, like I said. We're going to grab a couple of the notes along the way down here, and I'm going to grab the ones over on to Herbivore Island. The reason I'm going over there is I think I'm going to try to set up some sort of a gunpowder and metal farm area, so I can kind of have a factory up and going, per se. There are a few notes kind of up on this cliff side here. I just have to kind of keep an eye out for some ruins. There's some right there, and there is the first note I'm going for. Thank you, Rockwell. Another set of ruins right here, and yet another Rockwell record. Thank you very much. We are getting levels left and right, but that is kind of the point. Should be another right around here somewhere. I just gotta find that little bit of ruins sticking out yet again. Oh, I think we found it right here. Awesome. And then there's one more just kind of up around this corner. Oh, they're trying to steal my stuff. If I recall, the one over here was a little bit harder to find because it's a little bit smaller. The ruin section is a little smaller. Another reason I'm grabbing all of these notes as well, by the way, is part of the Ultimate Survivor requires that I hit the max level. And to do that, I'm going to have to actually collect every single note on every map. So I'm kind of working on that as we go. Oh my gosh, that one was really well hidden over here. Thank you for the note, though. That should probably do for now, I say, as I'm literally going to actually grab more along the way down here. There's one more on the edge. We're gonna get so many crazy boosted levels for this, and we're gonna have a really long boosted level timer for us to kind of keep working on things over on the island here. So doing okay on stamina? Yeah, we are doing fantastic. One more right here. One right around here somewhere. It kind of blends in a little bit, so it's not super obvious. Ah, there we go. Right next to this rock here, which you could very easily get on accident if you come over here and try to collect a bunch of stone. And then the one more right up on top of this ledge, which is going to give us a very, very long timer. There we are. Okay. So that officially at least grabs us all the notes that are on Herbivore Island. Let's see how many levels that we got just from collecting all those notes. 40 levels on our Pteranodon. So I'm going to put, I think, 15 into stamina. And then I'm actually going to put a little bit into weight as well. I may regret doing more than that, honestly, just because that's just not going up very much. I'm going to put a little bit into, well, actually, you know what? Well, 5 levels into health, and then the rest just goes back into stamina. The Pteranodon is going to be used mainly just for travel. That's kind of the whole point. So, now that we are over here on Herbivore Island with our very boosted Pteranodon, I'm going to work on trying to make a small platform here so we can kind of just have a bunch of forges up and running. And that should hopefully be what we are trying to have here for the factory that I was talking about. I know there are better places on the map for metal, but I know that this area over here at least has quite a few nodes, and I shouldn't have any threats as long as I don't accidentally hit anything myself. Also got myself 4 more levels, it looks like, so we're going to put 2 into health and 2 into weight, just so we have a little bit more to work with. Looks like the Parasaur has officially tamed up over there. At some point, I may end up making a boat and going to grab them and bring them here for now. This is not going to be a main base. This is just going to be somewhere that I am crafting up metal and gunpowder pretty much all the time. Or whenever I have time to come over and check. Okay, I'm just going to place this box down right in front of the Pteranodon so we can kind of just place all of our resources so I don't end up getting weighed down at all. The only thing I wish I had made before coming over here is maybe a sickle so I can get as much fiber as I need, but honestly, it's still not going to be that big of a deal. Good, I found a plant that's purely fiber, and it seems to not want to run out, so I'm just going to keep collecting for a while. I'm going to learn the stone foundations as well as some of the stone walls, just to kind of make sure we can kind of get this up and going. In fact, eventually I will be building stuff out of stone, so I'll just unlock everything while I'm here. And that should be good enough. Okay, so now I'm going to make a bunch of stone foundations. We'll maybe go for just a 2x3 as well, just like we have been. I'll do another 6. We're just shy, I think. We're almost at level 70, though, and that does seem to be when the experience kind of gets a little bit harder to hit the next level. And since this is purely going to be a platform/respawn spot, just like all the other ones, I don't really have to worry about it looking too perfect. But I don't want to get stuck in there like that just did. I'm also going to start tracking the 4s for now, just so I can kind of keep an eye on it. I want to try to make 4 of these, so they are going to be centered on this platform I just made. Ooh, hello, deep blue Pteranodon. You are a level 130 female. Where is I have these. I love your colors, and the fact you're a female is even better. You are not going anywhere. You are going to join us. Even if I have to switch the club. Okay, no, we're good. Fantastic. We don't happen to have any prime meat, do we? No, we don't. But there are babies on this island. I'm going to go check over here, though. One that isn't a stego, maybe, because that, oh, that's another stego baby over there. That's level 30 also. I don't want to make all of the stegos mad. I don't really have a lot of ammo over here with me. Do one of these Phiomias maybe have a baby? Yeah, that one does. Fantastic. Okay. I didn't actually bring the bullets, but I brought the gun. Oops. Okay, well, we'll just kind of use the spears real quick. It's a lower level set of baby Phiomias, so it shouldn't be that bad. In fact, I should probably just be using the Pteranodon. Normally the Phiomias run away. The baby feature thing is very interesting for a lot of this stuff, not gonna lie. Get my spears back. And let's get one of these Phiomia babies taken care of so we can actually tame this Pteranodon. There's one. It's actually running out towards the water. That works out for me. If it's separated from everything else, I don't have to worry about anything else getting in the way. Or accidentally hitting things that I don't want to be hitting. We're going to drag the body over by the Pteranodon and only harvest stuff when we need it, just to make sure that nothing actually spoils before it eats it. I do feel like I'm going to need a little bit of narcotic. I can't remember if I needed any for you. I think I did need some. We'll take these berries, though, and that'll at least be a start. I'll keep working on the platform in the meantime. I know that I'm going to need quite a bit more of stone, though. That's going to be the main thing that I have to collect a lot of. Also seems like I'm going to need more hide. Totally forgot about that part. A little bit short on the stone, but not by much. We'll do that, and then I'll go and try to hunt down that other Phiomia baby that was sitting around. So I can get a little bit of hide from that. There's the Phiomia baby over there, so I'm going to go and get that for the other hide that we're going to need. Or at least some. Okay, great. A little bit more hide. We may have to try to go around the island to try to see if we can find some more creatures to get a little bit more from. That should be enough for 3 now. Almost 4. Excuse me, stegos. I have got a lot of prime meat on me that I'm not going to end up having, so... Here, enjoy some while you can. I believe I have everything other than the hides. We need to find another thing to go and hunt down real quick. Ah, another Phiomia. Fantastic. Only level 30. Are you a lower level Parasaur? No, you're level 110, and you're mate boosted, so that would not be helpful. Alright, I should actually have some normal stone arrows. Let's shoot this Phiomia a few times and make sure we can get this thing killed and get some more hide. Finish it off with some spears, maybe? If I can hit it in the face at all. Nice, just enough ammo for everything to get this Phiomia taken down. Love it! And now we have all the hide that we need, as well as a bunch of meat that I'm going to make sure that I start cooking, because I'm going to run out of food if I don't have more going. For the time being, I'm going to put the meat and everything in here. There's way too much prime, but we are going to have all this spoil, and we'll be able to make more narcotics. So I guess there's a win-win in that case. Should be able to make 4 forges now. We're going to place those all onto the platform once they're built. Segos, you are trampling all over my new friend. I don't appreciate that. Honestly, I don't. We'll have him facing the cliffside here. Come on. Turn and match the others. Thank you very much. Alright. Very good. So now the only thing I need to do is have an easy way to get up to that stuff. I don't want to build something that's going to end up blocking the spawns for the metal, but going out and around every time would just be kind of tedious. So let's kind of go up and scout and see if we can find an exact spot. We can put down a foundation with some ceilings and maybe a ladder that'll come straight down to somewhere that'll be easy to access this area. I mean, it mainly just seems that I should be able to, if I access somewhere in the middle, I should be able to get up here and not worry about anything. This spot right here is probably the best bet, just because I won't accidentally cut off any kind of spawns. Maybe a little further over, like right here. This little peak. If I have this little peak come off maybe 2 ceilings and then have a ladder that goes down, it should be quick and easy access up to where the metal is, and I shouldn't cut off any spawns, and I'll just be able to continually grab the metal and bring it down. So we're going to make a few more foundations. I'm going to kind of have to grab a bit more stone to use all of that on the forges. But then we'll go on a metal run. Okay, looking like the Pteranodon is going to tame just fine without any extra interruption. Words. And let's put everything else here. Those all just spoiled, so we have 89 more spoiled meat, which is nice. In fact, honestly, I might split this stack in half and then split this all into one things as well. Let's just give us so much more spoiled meat that we can use for narcotics. Okay, here is that spot that I was talking about, so we'll put the foundation down first. There's way too much meat in my inventory. Okay, put the foundation down here. Kind of lower it down. Grand. Then we'll do the ceilings. An actual ceiling, and then a hatch frame ceiling, and then ladders. We'll have it coming down from that side. And let's see if I can reach from the bottom, and if that is 5 is enough. Moment of truth, we'll see. Oh, I'm pretty sure 5's not enough. We're going to have to probably make another 5 on top of what we already did. But I can reach it from here. Barely. At the very top of my jump. Okay. Yeah, we'll make 5 more. I'm pretty sure that's the amount that we're going to need. Can only make 2. I'm going to need more thatch, though. Okay. I mean, we really just need maybe 1 or 2 more anyway. So, it's probably for the best that I wasn't able to make the full 5. Apparently, I only needed the 1 more. Nice, though. So we have a quick and easy access up to the upper area to collect a bunch of metal. And if I have a bunch of metal, I can also just throw it down to the ground down there. And I should be able to grab it and kind of juggle it over to the base, the little foundation. Should make things easy. I'm a little bit heavy right now, though, so I can't really grab any metal. I'm going to go unload everything that I can. And we'll try to get a few runs here and there so we can kind of get that up and started. We want as much metal as we can. I don't know why I tried to jump on the Pteranodon. I'm definitely carrying too much for it. Pretty much everything has been dropped out of my inventory, though, and I don't even have a lot of ammo. So we're just going to put the Pteranodon over here. I'm going to go up and grab a little bit of metal, kind of toss it down and get these forges going. And then we'll fly back and maybe start trying to get some more narcotics made using the Parasaur, now that they are fully tamed. And then we'll try to get ourselves, maybe go try to go see if we can scout out a good Argy. If we can go straight to an Argy at this point, we should be able to get utility dinos and make ourselves a bigger base much faster. Let's drop the stone. Keep hitting a little bit more while I can. In fact, I actually have 2 levels. I'm going to put those into weight just to kind of help us out here, and then maybe we'll just continue from there. I also noticed, considering what level I am, I know I can actually tame a Therizino, or I can actually make a Gigantoraptor saddle, so the plan of trying to go and maybe getting ourselves some Brontos seems a little bit more doable at this point in time. Looks like I grabbed just a little bit too much metal and I can't quite carry it at the moment, so I'm just going to juggle it until we can get it close enough to the forges that I can use the pole thing for it. Great. Just got to know exactly where that thing landed. There's so much down there. Normally you'd want to grab a few nodes probably before you do this, but I didn't actually see where that landed, so I just want to make sure that it's somewhere I can get. It does not help that it landed in a bunch of this friggin' foliage over here, though. I should have definitely tagged that from above before I threw it. Uh-oh, is this a blunder? I'm going to climb back up and kind of see where it was that I threw that down. I should be able to see it from up here a little bit better. I broke from the node, threw it down like right here. Uh-oh! Alright, well I just made a horrible mistake trying to find it from above. I just fell right down on top of everything down here, and I am going to probably die. Awesome! We got ourselves the female Pteranodon as well, so we have ourselves a mate pair. We should be totally good going from here to just breed up these guys and get the best stats put together, and always have a nice constant flow of Pteranodons just in case something happens. I got a bit of an update. I threw those down here, and I'm having a hard time finding them. I may have just wasted a node of metal, which would suck, but I'm just not finding it at the moment. I don't know where that landed, and I tried to go up there and find it from above, and I fell off there and hurt myself. So I may have to rethink this strategy just a little bit. I should have watched it a little bit more closely as to where it was falling down when I threw it. Okay, so I collected it from here. I threw it this direction a couple times. It fell off the cliff. Like that. Oh, no. Alright, I may have to just cut my losses on that first bit of metal. I don't want to end up falling off to my death, because that didn't even give me a chance to stand on the ledge. I just fell off. I mean, it looked like that box flew off the side of the cliff pretty well. Like, it landed somewhere over here, but I can't find it. Okay, so I've definitely learned the hard way that my plan takes a little bit more than that. So I think what I'm going to do is I might add a couple more ceilings here and put a box on it that I can pull to down there so I don't ever lose stuff again like that, because that is an annoying little bit of a setback. I mean, it's not a setback as much as it is just me having made a mistake, but it is also what it is. Definitely needed a little bit better planning initially. In fact, what I'm going to do now is I'm just going to do metal, and I'm just going to drop this. Because in this case, I can just pull it. Can I make any more ceilings over here, by the way? Can I make 2 more? I can make 1 more. I'll just set it right here. That should be fine. And then what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a box. Place this box on here. And then we're going to pull the metal to here. This way, I can actually just access everything. We'll kind of break all the metal nodes, and then we'll drop them in bags and pull them to that. That is a much better strategy. Less chance of losing 300 metal. Can't believe I did that. So dumb. If I have something that actually is over here that can carry a lot more, I won't have to stop at the box as much. But at the moment, that's kind of just what we're doing. I need to get back to the foundation down there. I'm going to start the metal up and going. I think we've got enough to at least make 400 to 500 metal. I'll get them up and going. I'll even craft a couple more fireplaces, and I think that's actually just going to be what I'm going to use to craft up as much of the charcoal as we can. So we'll kind of head back down for a bit. Put the metal in there. Okay, yeah. Looks like we've got ourselves about 1,000 metal, 1,000 raw metal to work with. It's unfortunate what happened with that first one, but it is what it is. We've learned something today. So I'm going to craft maybe 3 more campfires. We just want to have charcoal and the metal going. I'm also going to build some walls because I have a feeling that if these guys step on a burning fire, they might get mad, and I don't really want that to be a thing either. Okay, the best way to make sure that I split all the metal evenly is if I pull it all to me. And we'll just split this evenly into 4 stacks. And it looks like some of these have an odd number. I guess only 1 does. That's totally fine. So we'll put them all into the forges. Can I reach the 3rd? Yes, I can. Awesome. Can I move? No, I can't. This is where I will throw 1 more to the ground. Because at least on the foundation, I won't lose it. Okay. Okay, Stegos. You gotta get out of my face there, guys. Alright, how much wood do I have? We'll just pull all the wood and split the same thing. Just like the metal. Actually, I'll split it again. I'll actually just go and collect more. This way I'll be able to put half of them into all the forges and then the rest into the fires. We are surrounded by flame! If we were cold, we definitely wouldn't be anymore. Alright, I'm going to work on getting those walls up and going. I'm going to throw some of the raw meat into at least this one so I have some more going. We'll grab it from the box. 150, that'll do. Okay. But the way I'm planning on getting the metal off of this island is either from using an Argy or by bringing a raft over here and then just sailing it back over. I think since we are planning on trying to go and scout out an Argy, then I probably won't have to be worried about it too much. Oh! There's another note right here, actually, from the Dear Jane stuff. I totally forgot about that. Well, I built right on top of it, so there's that. It would probably burn me alive to go inside there while everything is up and going all the time. So we'll just leave it exactly like this, leave it open air, and don't have to worry about that either. I'm going to collect more wood to throw into all these just so that they won't run out, and then we're going to fly back over to the base. This should at least solidify all of the metal being cooked by the time I come back. That should be good enough to keep that going and be fine. So we're going to fly back to our base with our other new Pteranodon here, and we're going to go and check in on the Parasaur. Come on, Pteranodon. We don't need to be on this island anymore right now. There we go. While we're flying back, though, if you haven't already, make sure you hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It makes a huge difference, and it means the world to me. I'm glad that the Pteranodon that's following us doesn't end up accidentally running out of stamina, because that would be awful in the middle of the ocean. Because of the amount of stamina that I put into this Pteranodon, we should be able to get back just fine. We'll probably have to stop once before we get back there. It's getting a little bit foggy out here, but I think we'll still be okay. I do have this torch here, and then I have the blueprint of the other one that I have as well that we can make when we get back. It'll last a little bit longer than this one, I'd guess. Didn't have to stop at all. It was actually pretty much just enough stamina to fly all the way back to base. So we're going to land right here. I'm going to tell the other one to do the same. You should land. Not over there, though. Maybe I'll grab the saddle and we'll just move her over here so that they're at least sitting next to each other. Hello, beautiful blue Pteranodon. Okay, I'm also going to need to learn the Parasaur saddle. Come on over here. I think I should be able to craft that on me. Yes, great. Let's just do that real fast. Oh, we're missing a little bit of hide. It's okay. You stay right here. I'll be right back. I'm going to put the gunpowder into the smithy and make just as many bullets as it will let me. 16. Okay, so that'll give me a total of 32 shots, which is nice. Let's see. I don't like that you're on my beach. Oh, okay, guys. I killed it. You guys don't need to be attacking anything. I appreciate your help, though. But now you're flying. Now you flew way over there, and you're not standing where you should be. I'm going to try to get a couple eggs out of these guys real quick, just so that I can at least have some backups before we head out to try to tame anything else. We don't want to end up being without a Pteranodon. Yes, we could always tame another one, but why do that if we can end up just having some more already ready to go? Did they end up getting more of that 20 hide that I needed, though, by the way? Yep, fantastic. At least you guys did that part for me. Saved me the need of using my pistol bullets right away. There's your saddle. I'm going to run around and collect a bunch of berries with this Parasaur for a while. Try to get as many narcotics as we can. So we can go knock out an Argy. So I'm going to actually go back to the island soon enough. And we're going to make a rifle today. Rifle on day 2? No way. So how many narco berries do we end up with? Narco berries, we got 426. Awesome. So we're going to split the amount that I have here. We'll put one more in there because it actually lands on a 5. I'm just thinking that I may have left the spoiled meat out on the island, actually. Let's see. Do we have all that nearby? Yep, I left all the large amount of spoiled meat out there. Okay. I'll at least start what I have for now. I'll fly out over back there and grab that, just because it is a very large amount. And I don't want to miss out on that, so we'll kind of just go do that real quick. Also, looks like we've got a green drop here and a white drop with a ring over there. Green one's not down, so we'll grab it on the way back. I'm going to have to stop now because I've been doing the barrel roll on the way over. Nice. Looks like I just leveled up yet again. Should be level 70 now. Makes a big difference at that point, though. I'm pretty sure that each level is going to require significantly more experience. Okay. Moment of truth. Anything awesome in this white drop with a ring on it? Holy Equus saddle and Manta saddle. Okay. I'll take that very happily. We should be able to fly back still with this stuff. If we end up finding ourselves an Equus, that'd be awesome. I mean, we found some other veggies inside of these drops, but we haven't found any rock carrots yet, so even if we were to find an Equus, we wouldn't be able to tame it very efficiently. But it wouldn't be a bad thing to have. At least we have a mobile chemistry bench, essentially. Or mortar and pestle plus, really. And this right here is the reason that I'm glad that I didn't make a raft right now. This giant... It's an alpha one as well. That is actually not... that's not ideal. So we're not going to make a raft at the moment. We're going to have to use an Argy or something to actually grab that metal, because there's no way I'm getting past that thing. Okay, let's check this green one as well. Ooh, there's a Theory right here. That's a little bit concerning. Let's not get too close to the big tickle chicken. Iguanodon saddle, not bad. And we got ourselves a fur hood, just in case it gets too cold. In fact, it's a little bit cold right now, so we may as well put that on. We're definitely weighed down enough that I can't run anymore, but at least we're just not that far from base. It was a little bit close, but we still made it back with the amount of stamina that we had. I'm just lucky that we haven't had anything come over here. Fingers, knock on wood, to cause us any problems. Ooh, I should probably grab this egg, though. It is too cold, as you could probably imagine. I'm going to grab... Did you have anything on you right now? I will grab this stuff off so you can just kind of focus in on that. Hello, Raptor. We found a few things while we were out. Unfortunately, not an awesome Raptor saddle, but we have some stuff for the future, just in case we need it. Let me grab the bullets, and we'll have the pistol on here also. I'm going to have to make a bunch of arrows. Let's split this in half, put what we can here. If you notice that I did turn off the folder view for that, it's a lot easier just to access that and just press A to craft as many as I can. I don't have to worry about clicking into the folders. I swear, sometimes my mind just goes a lot faster than my mouth can keep up, and I just say stupid stuff. It's also beneficial to try to make a bunch of narcotic while I'm under the extra bonus experience, because that you actually get quite a bit from making narcotics. Granted, at level 70, it probably doesn't do nearly as much as it would have at the beginning. I knew that those ended up on a 5. Can I make some rifle ammo? I actually want to make a rifle. Do I have enough for that? No. I'm going to have to go get more metal from the island, but that's going to be a little bit problematic with that lead sickness in the way. I may want to start making a little bit more over here while I'm still around the base. I need to use the right thing, though. Pull all the metal. We'll pull some wood from the parasaur and get that going. It's not going to give us enough to make the rifle, but it'll at least give us a little bit more to work with. And I'm going to have to repair my tools, especially after all of the collecting that we did on the island over there. At least we have the hatchet and the pickaxe fixed for now. I'm pretty sure I think I might want to make a pike. Do I have everything I need for a pike? I just need a little bit of hide. Okay. Seems to be that I'm running out of that relatively often, so we're going to have to go and get ourselves a good amount of hide. In fact, I'll take the raptor out to do that. Lystro, that'll do. Thank you, Lystro. Also Dodo. Just a little bit more hide, thank you. Now, the raptor isn't necessarily going to be the best and most efficient way to get a bunch of hide, but at least I can level him up a little bit while we take him out and get some more meat and a little bit of hide. Once we get some other creatures, we'll get some better collectors with those. Now I should be able to make the pike a little bit more reliable than those throwable spears that can break on you in one hit if you're unlucky. Metal tier weapons and everything all made. I'm going to leave this back here and actually craft one of these better torches just in case we need it. You never know. Also, upgraded pants. Can't complain about upgraded pants. So how many narcotics did we end up with after all that? So 63 in this one. I'm assuming 68 in this one. Okay, pretty similar. Looks like we did have them a little bit off balance at some point, but that is a big jump in narcotics. I want to also craft up a bunch of, not behemoth gates, but at least dino gates, because that is what I'm going to use to trap an Argy. Am I going to be able to make 4 of these? Okay, I'm going to track these. I'm going to craft 4 of them, and then we'll try to go and see if we can find an Argy to trap. I'm still going to want to make that rifle, though, so we may have to go and sneak a... I might actually build a secondary smithy and just take that over to the island, so it'll be a little bit easier to craft specific things for the time being. I'm going to use the parasaur. What am I doing? He can carry quite a bit more than me, so if I'm at least riding on the back of him, I should be able to get everything else that I need. Although, I have a bunch of berries on him. Let's keep the stack of those, and then for now, just drop the rest. We will worry about that at a later time. And grab another one of the Pteranodon eggs, because that is a thing. Just going to go around and collect a bunch of materials from stuff on the island real quick so we can get that up and going too. We're going to add a little bit into your weight. Considering that's pretty much what we're going to be using you for at the moment, Parasaur, there's not anything else to need to put anything into. Considering your level, you probably have a good amount of health as well compared to others, and I'm not going to worry about that for now. When we get to the point where we can craft cryopods and whatnot, we'll come and pick you guys up after we get to our new base spot, because I already know exactly where I'm going to go. Let's drop off all the resources that we have collected so far, just to make sure that you are not too heavy. We're just going to use the smithy as a storage bin for now, I think. Alright, let's get this reloaded. I did see a dillo over here. We're going to need a little bit more hide still, so let's kill that thing real quick. There you are. There you go. Much easier. I love the pistol. It's a nice little thing to start with. We'll leave you alone. Not going to be a problem. Still need a lot more stone, though. Let's go on back out, Parasaur. Okay, now that I put all that in there, if I pull for 4 of these gates, will it actually give them to me? Yep, fantastic. And I actually be able to make 2 of these as well. Which I can. Awesome. So now that we have these crafting, I'm going to craft up a smithy as well. And I'm going to take it over to the island. Should be able to get everything over there that we need to craft up a rifle. And then also grab whatever of the charcoal I have to make more gunpowder. We can make rifle bullets and make some tranq darts. Since we have to go grab some stuff off the island real quick, I'm not going to take all of those with me. I'm also going to leave the Pteranodon eggs in the preserving bin for now. And then there should probably be one more over here. Nope, maybe not yet. Okay. Well, that works. So I'm going to have him go over on the Pteranodon. By heavy or light right now? Looks like I'm pretty light. Let's go grab what we can. See if we can craft ourselves up a nice rifle. I'm actually going to grab whatever hide I have, because I'm pretty sure I'm going to need it for the rifle. Gonna have to get more on the island, but that is what it is. Iguanodon, what level are you? I've got a really good saddle for it. Ooh. Maybe we'll tame you when we get back. Iguanodon will be very helpful when we start up our farm. I'll just place the smithy outside. I guess I can't. It has to be on a foundation. Place it in this corner, because why not? So if I want to make a rifle, what exactly is it going to need from me? Just 20 wood. Okay, that makes that easy. Put some wood, all the things in here, so we got to make the rifle. Do that real fast. Thank you so much. And then the gunpowder and the metal ingots, I mean, I'll be able to do this over at the other base. I want to grab whatever charcoal that the Pteranodon is able to carry. I think I should be able to grab everything that's over here. It's not going to be too heavy. Take that, thank you. Is there anything else I want to craft over here with metal while I'm around? Maybe a sickle? Oh, I didn't learn the sickle. Duh. Yeah, let's make one of those. A lot easier than trying to pull at fiber if that's all I'm after. May as well at least have one of each tool. Okay, so I have all of the charcoal. Put that onto the Pteranodon and at least give me an idea of how heavy he's going to be. Oh, he's already kind of at the limit, but what can I drop off that I really do not need? I think that's pretty much as I'm going to be able to drop. What are we at here? I'm only going to be able to get a little bit of metal, but I would like to grab some, considering. Let's grab maybe 10 out of each one of these. I don't know what it's going to be for the Pteranodon. Okay, I can get more than 30. I think I'm going to repeat the process until the Pteranodon... Yeah, about right there. Okay, that makes sense. Maybe if we drop a little bit of meat, we'll get out of the... yellow flashing. We do, in fact, have ourselves a rifle, though, on day 2, which is insane. This is probably going to be enough. We're going to just have to fly back like this. I'm most likely going to have to avoid flying straight over the ocean to not run out of stamina, but we'll get back to base as soon as we can. Ooh, there's a blue drop with a ring on it over there. Man, that is so tempting now that I am carrying too much to actually fly out of the way. How much health is on it left? I want to know. Oh, it's going to run away. It's going to run out before I even get back over here. I'm not going to be able to get it. No. That could have had a really good crossbow in it. There's no way to know now, though. Yeah, I figured I wouldn't be able to make it all the way back, especially when we've been slowed down a little bit. Ooh, there's another trilobite down there. I should probably kill it and get all the resources. I don't know if I have enough chitin to make an Argy saddle right now either, so I definitely need to do that. You still need the meat, sorry. There you go. So we're going to split the charcoal. In fact, I'm going to pull all of it into here first, then split it. Because I'm sure we've got some here as well. Awesome. So we'll take half of that, put that into here. And I know I have a lot of flint now, so we're going to have to actually make a bunch of the spark powder first. We'll maybe pull for 100 spark powder. That's probably going to be a little bit much, but I'll do it. Yeah, I'm going to go get more stone. That's what we need, though, so it's going to be something that I got to do. And drop off the metal. Okay, let's round out our health a little bit more. It's very nice that we're getting levels pretty consistently. But I'm about to run out of our experience boost, though. That's fine. I don't think we really need to try to rush anymore at this point in time. I think I'm going to put away my arrows and crossbow for now. Since we have a pistol for damage and we're going to use the rifle for knocking stuff out. Put that there. We'll only carry this for just in case. Put that on 7. I know the preserving bin's not running, by the way. I've just been putting stuff in it because, you know, that's where it should be going anyway. Okay, so those are going to be going for a little bit longer. I'm going to take care of that trilobite over there. Maybe we'll take the raptor. Assuming that the trilobite's still over there anyway. There we go. Hello, little weirdo. There we go. It's actually giving it to me even though I'm not actually hitting anything. At least it's not making the noise for me hitting anything. Again, the trilobite bodies are just so weird. We should have enough chitin now to make the Argy saddle once we have one. We're just going to leave that in here, though. As well as all these other resources that we just got from that guy. I think 3 should probably be enough for a while. I'm going to have them off of breeding so we don't accidentally have a crazy overflow of eggs just sitting around. At least it doesn't seem the temperature is getting perfect enough to just hatch them. So we shouldn't be worried about that as much. I'm going to pull all the spark powder to me, and we're going to split it up. Okay, 258. That's what we have in each one of these. Nice. And that's just the even split of charcoal, so we'll just make as much gunpowder as each one allows me to. 193, 194. Cool. So each rifle set of bullets is 12, which is 2 shots. I don't really know how much I'm going to need exactly, but I do know that I'm going to also need more metal to turn them into darts, which I also have to actually unlock. There we go. So to make darts, I also need another 2 metal on top of it, so it can't just be going too crazy on crafting the bullets. If I take the gunpowder I have now, that should at least give me a good solid start. Gotta try to find a good balance. Since we don't have the main metal over here on this island, it's going to be a little bit of juggling for a little bit. Dart. I'm going to have... Hell, let's just make the full-on 22 darts. I do have that. It's just stuck in here. Forget that if they're working on something, they don't... it won't pull from it. Make the full 22 darts. Okay, if I actually just make about 4 or 5 more darts, that should be enough to knock out even a max-level Argentavis. So I shouldn't have to worry about that too much. But... let's get whatever gunpowder we have left. I also want to try to actually bring some ammo. Some actual damaging ammo, just in case I need it. Will that finish off my metal? That will finish off my metal. Ooh, that's a problem. Okay, that should be plenty of darts. I actually don't have enough metal back here right now to make... well, I can make 4 shots. 4 actual damaging shots. That should be totally fine for knocking out an Argentavis. Like I said, a level 150 can take around 18 or so let's go find one. We actually have ourselves a trap. We've got ourselves darts. I should be able to find prime meat relatively easily. Just got to find a baby on the beach somewhere. And I think we're ready to go do this. So let's take our higher level Pteranodon. And we're going to fly up more near the middle of the map. Find any cool drops or anything along the way, we'll grab them as well. Considering what level we are, I don't think we have any more limits on what drops we can and cannot grab, so everything is up for grabs. I'll poke my head into this green drop. I don't really expect anything too crazy. It is just up here in our path. Fiomia saddle. I'll take the hide. I don't think I'm going to take any of this stuff, though. I don't plan on taming a Fiomia, and if I do, I don't really need it to be highly defended. But that gave us an opportunity to get some stamina back onto our Pteranodon. Normally would never fly through the redwoods, but I'm going to technically fly up and over it, so I don't have to worry about that. No Thylas will jump me today. We're going to land up on the top of this mountain here, just to kind of make sure our stamina is fine. I know that this guy has plenty of stamina, and we're not going to run out super soon, but I may as well double check this. Like, it's better safe than sorry, honestly, always. That is a very big and very important motto that I have. And there's an Argy right here as well. What level are you? I think that said 30. Flip around to get a little bit of a better view. Yeah, we don't want a level 30. That's a wimpy one. We're going to go for a high level one right off the bat. There's no reason to go for anything smaller if you can pull it off. Okay, so whenever I've looked for Argies, I've always kind of come over here to this middle point next to the volcano and the other big mountain. So we're going to kind of take a look over here. It looks like there's a purple drop as well. And so you guys know, this area right here, this is where I'm going to build my base. It's practically on 50-50, very much right in the middle of the map. And I love building here. I didn't build here on my first playthrough here of ASA, but I'm definitely going to do it now. I'm doing it on the cluster server, and I'm having a very good time over there as well. And I just, I can't help but love this spot. Also helps the drops come down. Ooh, good armor and soap. I might need this armor against an Argentavis, just in case it ends up getting out and biting me, so not a bad thing to grab better stuff. In fact, I'm going to put on the chitin armor right now, and if I have to wear the fur, then so be it. We're wearing a weird amalgamation of stuff for now. Alright, so we've got Argies up here. That one kind of had green wingtips. I kind of like the look of that. What level are you? 110. Not enough. I'm going to be picky, because there should be plenty of Argies up here. Typically there are. What do you have for me, Purple Drop? Some Gilly. Oh my goodness, that Megatherium saddle is going to be a godsend for the Broodmother. I cannot believe that I found that in my first Purple Drop. I'm just going to save so we don't end up losing that, because that would be the worst thing to have happen ever. Level 20, 80. There's an Alpha over here somewhere. That I do have to be more careful of. Okay, there's a couple more Argies down there. Please tell me we've got a high level one. Level 10, level 90. Okay, so far the 110 is the highest one I've seen. But we're definitely going to keep an eye out. We don't want to settle for anything less than at least a 135. Because that is going to be a very useful creature that's going to pretty much carry everything around the whole map for us. So, it's very foggy on these mountains sometimes. So I'm lucky that we're not covered in something right now. But it looks like everything nearby kind of is. Pretty sure I already looked at you, but we'll check again. 115, yeah. Now, the 115 is the highest that we've seen so far now. What level are you? 85. You're one that was already in the air before, but you just landed, and I just for some reason thought you were a different Argy. Hello? 90. I haven't really been over in this area yet, so things should actually be spawning in as we are over here, so it's probably not going to have as many as there could be after a little bit of time has passed. Ooh, a 130. That could do, at least for our first one. I'm going to have to try to deal with whatever is over here, though, and have to set down the trap and lure her into it. We do have a Sabertooth, or two. They're not the highest levels, and I should be able to take care of them since the whole headshot thing. Very good. And if I leave the bodies over here, the Argy should come over, actually. So I'm going to put the trap onto 4 and 5. We're going to try to be quick. I don't think I'm going to be quick enough for it to get over here. Or I'll be just fine. That wasn't even part of the plan to get it to go in like that, but you know what? That works out even better than I had initially planned. I'm not going to complain about that at all. I don't have to play the ring around Rosies to get this thing knocked out, so here we go. I'm going to make sure that I give the time in between each shot just in case. But I did confirm with Dododex that this should be more than enough tranks. I can't believe this. She actually just flew straight into the trap as I was setting it down. That is amazing. I also did see that there was a baby Sabertooth over here, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get away by the time I have her knocked out. Should be very soon now that this thing falls over. Yep. Sure enough, one more. Alright, so we actually have ourselves the Argy knocked out. That's great. If we can find that baby saber, that would be even better, but I don't know if it's going to be even close to us anymore. I think I heard it. I think I actually just heard it. Yep, there you are. Oh, you shouldn't have come back. Oh, man. All I gotta do is start talking about it and it'll show up. That has happened twice now. Don't get any closer to this Argy. I don't want to accidentally hit it. There we go. So I'm going to pick up the body. I got to be a little bit careful about having just dead bodies around in case other Argies spawn, but for now, I'll just hold on to this one. We'll put it kind of over here, up on this rock, if it will let me to. There we go. Drop it down. I'm just going to collect a little bit and put what I can into the Argy for the moment. It's going to take a little bit of time to actually tame her, but the fact that we already have one knocked out and with meat in the inventory, it shouldn't take too long. I'm going to hide my hat now. I just like to do that. Rather have the hair out. So considering how Argies usually work, I'm not too concerned about it waking up at all. The only thing I have to be worried about is not having meat in its inventory when it wants it. So I'm going to kind of wait a few minutes, and then I'll collect more from the baby Sabertooth while it's still around, and then that should be enough for me to just leave it for a while. And I'll probably look around for more drops in the area if, well, once we have a bunch of meat in there, we shouldn't have to worry about it. Alright, so I've been standing around for a couple of minutes. That actually finishes off the baby saber, so I don't have to worry about anything getting lured over by that. I believe that with all the meat that I put into this one right now, we should be covered for it to be fully tamed when we're out of render distance. So since we actually have dropped off a lot of our heavy stuff by placing it down on the ground and putting an Argy in it, I'm going to kind of focus on trying to collect ourselves some more drops to kind of bolster our arsenal of things, considering we're just on day 2 here. And I'm going to see what we can find. I mean, actually having some fur is actually going to be nice as well, so I can actually go into the cold in case there's a nice drop that comes down over there. Put that on right now. Fantastic. I love when things randomly work out. I'm not going to expect that it's going to continue this way, though. I feel like there's going to be a moment where stuff is going to definitely stop us instead of trying to help us out. And now I'm burning. Oh, I didn't mean to repair that. Okay. But I have some ghillie. So that helps a little bit as well. Maybe I can take off the hat. Nah, that didn't really make a difference. Okay, well that's fine. We'll just leave it like that, though. I'm sure that it wasn't helping. We'll have to come over here again later on. This is a pretty good spot to try to find some Castoroides when we want some of those. It's one of the couple spots that's good for those. I guess this drop is just starting to come down. I shouldn't try to wait for it. There should be other ones that I'm going after, like that purple one right over there. I like purple drops. They potentially could have some really good rifles if we're lucky. Man, I was not lucky the first time I tried to play the island on this Ascended. It took me months to find a good rifle, so I'm hoping that that's not the case now. If we're lucky, that'd be awesome. But if we have to focus on other stuff, then so be it. I'm glad that I ran out of stamina right now when that thing's distracted by other stuff. Because that would not be good to run into it when it was not distracted. Might actually be fun to do some Serratos in this as well. Actually killed it. Nice. I guess I'm not surprised. Stegos are very strong. Okay, Purple Drop, what do you have for me today? Okay, you have nothing really super useful. I will take that. Bug Repellent actually will be very nice to have for when we're trying to go get some bees. As well as if we're trying to get into certain cave creatures. I don't really know if there's anything I really want to tame that's a cave creature. I never really do that. But I guess you never know. This blue drop should probably be down by now, so I'll grab it as well. The Argy's only at 40% at the moment, and we still have quite a bit of time. Okay, more fur stuff and more chitin. Nice, still getting upgrades for that, can't complain. Should be able to put this stuff back on now, right? We're still a little warm, actually. I'll put these on just for the sake of keeping that fine. And that's a yellow drop with a ring. I know exactly where I'm going to go wait for a while. No questions asked. I just hope it's not something too heavy for the Pteranodon. I'm just going to hang around the edge here until that thing gets down. It's going to be a minute. Okay, ARK gods, please bless me with something amazing. It's gonna troll me really hard now, isn't it? Nope, that's actually pretty good. Ceratosaurus saddle, I was just talking about wanting one of those. I'm not going to take this. But you know what? With the mutton, I'm going to go get that straight to the Argy. That's crazy that we just got some out of the drop. Let's go. I'm not going to gloss over those pistols as well. That one being 240 something. Very nice find. But if I can use the mutton over here to quickly get this Argy tamed up, we'll be able to take him back to base sooner than I thought. Kind of had to move here quickly, though, because I didn't want to put the meat into the Pteranodon just in case it decided to try to eat it. There we go. Nice, just in time for it to eat more. That works. I'm still going to go look for more drops, though, in the meantime. Just get at least 500 away before I start to look at anything else I've grabbed. 273, actually. And then a 202 defense saddle for the Ceratos. That's actually crazy. And having a flashlight attachment on one of these pistols will be really nice as well. We don't really need the torch as much inside of certain places. So that's also a pretty cool find. Out of all the attachments for anything other than the rifle, the flashlight's pretty much the best one in my opinion. The others probably have uses in PvP or something like that, but since I, again, mostly play PvE or single player, then they don't really do much for me. Hello, Cerato 145. I wish I had something that could tank your stuff right now. I'd love to tame you. We just found a perfect saddle for someone like you. We'll probably have to work on that sooner rather than later. By the time the Ceratos came out, I was almost done with Scorched Earths, and that was pretty much what I was working on. Didn't really end up using them that much. I did experience them a bit, but that's about it. Tried them out. Did their basic abilities. Whoop. Aloes. I think I even actually have a few bullets back at base, so this might actually take over this one right off the bat. Gotta get up through the fog. There's just so much of it here. Oh, you know what? I'm just not going to mess with buttons. I really lucked out there. The fact I was able to get back on. Holy crap, dude. I've not done that for so long. You were always at risk for potentially jumping off your flyer. Just because of an accidental button press. Oh, man. Looks like we have another purple drop coming down over here. Definitely want to focus on those as much as I can. If my luck for rifles is anything like it was before, I need to get started as soon as we can, too. Let's see. The only thing I have to worry about is accidentally getting too heavy after I grab stuff out here. I would not want to end up getting trapped and getting killed by whatever is waiting for me. Ooh, we got some cooked prime meat. Nice. I'm actually going to drop this low-level pistol because it's not even going to give us very much if we try to grind it down later on. And it at least will save us a little bit weight for the Pteranodon. Fingers crossed we find something awesome in this drop, though. Moment of truth. Ooh, a Dodic saddle. That definitely would have been something very, very heavy for the Pteranodon. Can you, in fact, carry me? No, you can't. Oh, man, but by how much? That's actually not nearly as much as I would have thought, to be honest. I don't need the toilet. Sorry, I don't need the toilet. What else am I going to drop? We just need to lose a little bit more. Let's get a little higher up after 45 minutes. If I don't have to craft one of these and I can go set up a sap tap sooner than I would possibly have ever thought, then that's great. I want to give it to the Argy because they can carry quite a bit of stuff. But what do I do in the meantime? I guess I could drop these trank arrows that I just found in that drop. It's a shame, but I guess at this point I should be able to make a lot more tranks at once, and then also get rid of the gunpowder. We literally have an island that's kind of dedicated to making gunpowder and metal, so that's not really a problem. Still just need a little bit more, though. The meat. We can move! Unfortunately, what we had to drop, but honestly, this thing is too valuable to have without needing to craft it to get rid of it. We got to beeline it to the Argy, though. I'll be able to put more things onto her as we fly her back home. Also going to take a look at the ones nearby here, just in case I find a high-level male. Oh, God. The fog is going to be our enemy here. I just really hope we don't accidentally fly directly into a mouth of another Argy, but maybe we'll go a little higher to avoid that problem. Okay, what do we have between me and the Argy? We got an 85 one, I don't think we have anything to be worried about at this point in time. I'm hoping that since I'm a little bit slowed down, I should get there right as she's getting tamed. Maybe I want to land over here. Get a little bit of stamina, don't be too close to it, just in case. I don't think there should be anything that's just going to go over and bite her, though. Come on, let's get... Yes! Perfect! I cannot believe that also on day 2, we have already gotten ourselves an Argentavis. Hello, new buddy. I want you to carry some very heavy stuff because our Pteranodon friend cannot. So we'll kind of have you carry that and a couple other saddles that we just happened to find. And we're going to fly you back home. I'm going to leave this trap out here for now. I'm just going to have to remember that it's here. But you follow me, and let's go back home. But it is going to take a very long time to get our new Argy friend back to our base. So I'm going to do that in between episodes, and I'm going to end this one here. I can't believe the kind of progress that we got today, actually being able to make a metal farming platform, as well as charcoal, and making a rifle, and taming the Argy itself is also crazy. The kind of loot that we found today as well is going to be essential for some of the boss fights, and I cannot believe our luck. But if you did enjoy, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. If you've got anything to bring up about this series or any other one on the channel, let me know in the comments below. And if you want to help contribute just a little bit more, it makes a huge difference. If you go to the description, we have links to Ko-fi, Patreon, and becoming a YouTube member, all of which will give you full access to our community cluster of ARK servers, where we are also playing on the Island, Scorched Earth, and Aberration. We're having a really good time over there, and I love to have more people around. And we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!